5 Harry Potter stars and where they are today. For some fans, it might be hard to believe that the last film in the Harry Potter series was in 2011. It's basically been 8 years since Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part 2 was released, and so that has left a lot of time for the actors and actresses that starred in the movies to do a lot of things with their lives. And that's why in today's video, we're going to be going over 5 Harry Potter stars and where they are today. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoy, and subscribe with notifications turned on, as you could get a shout out. But with that being said, let's get into it. So, in number 1, we're going to start off with the boy who lived, Daniel Radcliffe. Radcliffe was one of the main actors for the Harry Potter movies, starring as Harry Potter himself, and he started when he was just 11 years old. Before being cast into the Harry Potter series, he had other small roles, including starring as the young David Copperfield in the BBC's adaptation of the Charles Dickens novel. So he wasn't exactly new to the spotlight, but being in Harry Potter was something completely different for him, and it really did change his life. 1 year after the film series had ended, in 2012, Radcliffe starred in a horror movie known as The Woman in Black, so he was still very much in the eyes of the public. And then again in 2014, he starred in Kill Your Darlings, which was based on the life of a poet, and Horns, a paranormal thriller based on a novel by Joe Hill. As well as this, he's also been in the romantic comedy The F Word, so he's definitely been doing well for himself over the years. If we move on to the year 2015, he had several other roles. For example, he was the lead in Victor Frankenstein, and he was also in Swiss Army Man. There's so much more that I could add onto this list because he's been doing quite a lot since coming out of Harry Potter. Starring as Harry Potter really did wonders for Daniel's career.
Harry Potter has caught the snitch!
Of course, we couldn't do this list without talking about the lovely Emma Watson, who played Hermione Granger in Harry Potter. Since hanging up her Hogwarts robe, she has been doing quite a lot for herself, to be honest. The first role that she took after being in Harry Potter was in The Perks of Being a Wallflower, which was released in 2012. A year later, in 2013, she had a cameo in Seth Rogen's This Is the End, and then later on she was in The Bling Ring, a film which was based on Los Angeles thieves. One of the biggest roles that she took was probably in 2017, when she starred in Beauty and the Beast, playing Belle. And I must say, I loved her acting in this movie, quite a lot. But did you know that as well as keeping up with her acting career, she's been busy being an advocate for women's rights? She was named the UN Women Goodwill Ambassador back in 2014, and she gave a speech to launch the UN Women campaign, He for She, which helps men stand up for gender equality. She really has been busy and doing some good things for herself.
At least no one on the Gryffindor team had to buy their way in. They got in on pure talent.
What kind of list would this be if we didn't include Rupert Grint, who played Ron in Harry Potter? We couldn't just talk about Harry and Hermione and not add Ron to finish off the trio. Well, as for Rupert, in 2011 he starred in a role for Ed Sheeran's music video, Lego House, and later in 2012 he starred in the World War II drama Into the White. He was also given a small role in the film CBGB, and then in 2015 he starred in the French comedy Moonwalkers. As well as starring in movies, he's also been spending a lot of time on stage, acting in the play Mojo, which appeared in London in 2013. He also made his Broadway debut playing Frank Fingers in It's Only a Play in 2014. Rupert's main focus has recently turned to television, and he can be seen on the British dark comedy series Sick Note, but he's also got a starring role in the TV series Snatch.
Ron, you okay?
Yeah, okay.
Whew! Lucky we didn't panic.
Next up we have Tom Felton, who of course played the evil Draco Malfoy in the Harry Potter series. Felton hasn't been seen in the spotlight as much as some of the other people from Harry Potter, but he has been doing pretty well for himself, as he got a role in The Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Get Him to the Greek, and The Apparition. But apart from that, he hasn't been doing any movies at all. He did, however, start making music and released an album called Hawaii in 2011. He did have a cameo as an interviewer in Tom Felton Meets the Superfans, but like I said, he hasn't really been in the spotlight that much.
Boys, I think it's time we teach Weaselby how to respect his superiors.
And last but not least, we're going to talk a little bit about Matthew Lewis, who played Neville Longbottom. Lewis made headlines immediately after the series ended because he got a makeover, getting himself a brand new set of shiny veneers, which of course made him look totally different. Apart from that, he's been getting some roles in shows. For example, he starred in the BBC Three comedy Bluestone 42, and he's also had a guest role in the British series Ripper Street. He also had a part in the romantic comedy Me Before You in 2016.
I'll fight you.
Neville, I'm really sorry about this. Petrificus totalis.
But there we have it. 5 Harry Potter stars and where they are today. Please make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy, and consider subscribing and turning on the notifications so you never miss an upload. But we will see you in the next one.